Three, two, one. My name is Mark Melancon. This is my ecology research proposal on how does a hummingbird's ambience and richness differ between an urban setting and a natural desert. Hummingbirds located in the urban areas and a natural desert affect wildlife in a variety of ways. Together, we're going to learn how these different lands affect the biological communities. This type of bird is known to be in the chalk family. Hummingbirds are known to be one of the taxons to have a positive response to varying intensities of urban settings. Urban settings include increased population, density, and expansion occupied by humans in their built environments. A natural desert is an area of land that receives no more than 25 centimeters of precipitation a year. The coastal hummingbird inhabits desert scrub communities dominated by cactus, octilio, tuberosa, and wolfberry, which makes them the most arid adapted hummingbird. The concept of species richness is key to understanding the many species on our planet. Life is not evenly distributed on Earth. Each place, including where you live, supports a unique collection of plants and all animals. So a coastal hummingbird's richness in a natural desert setting is going to be greater than an urban setting. A coastal hummingbird ambience in an urban area and natural desert varies throughout the winter and summer compared to a lot of other species. Also, a coastal hummingbird migrate and nest in February or March when desert flowers are most abundant and heat has not yet peaked. To support the a coastal hummingbird's richness in the natural desert settings, which is greater than the urban settings, I predict we predicted that a large quantity of coastal hummingbirds are in the Sonoran Desert areas compared to how many would be found in an urban setting, which is not large. Here, I have three different types of hummingbirds, which all thrive in a desert area. There's going to be the black chin, the annas, and then the costa. To support the coastal hummingbird's ambience in urban area and natural desert varies throughout the winter and summer compared to other species. We have here a chart for the coastal hummingbirds as they prefer to pollinate and nest in urban areas before it gets too hot. So this chart shows um, when they tend to leave the desert and go to the urban areas. To support the coastal hummingbirds migrate and nest in February and March when desert flowers are most abundant and heat has not yet peaked. Here's a map showing the areas that they migrate over to during June to October. During that night breeding season, they use similar dry habits as well as parks, gardens, and higher elevation mountains. So early in the morning, I sat outside for a couple of hours outside of my house, and I recorded different. I recorded it on different days. I observed my flower bed and a nectar collector feeder that I have set up outside, using my video recording on my phone. So the first day, I had my nectar collector set up, and the hummingbirds preferred the feeder over my flowers that I have set up outside. The following day, I removed the feeder, and they showed up around the same time as the day before, but they circled the area and rejected all the flowers that I had set up outside, as they kept looking for that hummingbird feeder that I had set up the day before. So in regards to the costa, a lot of different resources have been used to collect the data needed. The hummingbird seemed to be in distress on the second day, as he would just fly aggressively to my car that I was sitting in recording. He'll fly over to my window. He'll fly over just to get my attention and fly right back over to the spot where I had the feeder in. So on those same days, early in the morning, I heard a variety of bird calls, ranging from doves to mockingbirds. The hummingbird calls are overpowered by the other birds in the area. A percentage of the coastal hummingbirds that visit urban areas per year compared to the amount of time they spend in the desert areas. After comparing the specifics on the bird's color and the size, only one specific hummingbird showed each day. And I don't believe that it was a coastal hummingbird that would pop up. As of right now, the coastal hummingbird, they're thriving in a much cooler area as temperatures rise above 102 degrees in the desert. So hopefully sooner or later, I hope to see them around. So in Arizona, they arrive in the desert areas around mid to late October, and they leave the desert scrub after breeding season peaks in mid-March to mid-April. During this time of the year, they are more prone to leave the urban areas to avoid the hot summer by migrating to coastal California and Baja. Here's a map showing the different areas that they like to be in. So for the pink area, that's their permanent residence throughout the year. They choose to breed in these red areas here. Non-breeding seasons, they tend to go down south.